Hi there, it's Wednesday, so it must be Happy Hump Day. And as you can see, I'm in a different location to my normal environment. I'm in San Antonio in Texas at the moment. The first time I've been to Texas. So I'm here for the next couple of days spending time with Brené Brown, getting immersed in all of her learnings and teachings and ideas around courage and vulnerability and what it means for us as individuals and also for leaders. And so I look forward to bringing you some of those ideas and insights over the coming months. But today we're talking about facts and non-facts. So if you look at the news and reports, we are apparently living in what's now classified as a post-fact world. It's a world where experts are devalued, where comments and opinions can be made with no substance attached to them, and where ideas aren't supposed to be questioned. And you often see this playing out in the political arena, where politicians make sweeping generalizations, they're bending the truth, or at times outright lying to serve their agenda. And there's a sense that people can say whatever they want to say with no consequence, while people who are deemed experts, and they are experts in their field, are often deemed to be untrustworthy because they're part of the so-called intelligentsia. Now, it's easy to argue actually that this has been going on for centuries. If you go back to the 17th century, Galileo, for example, was denounced by the church and seen as a heretic because of his view, his scientific view, that the earth was rotating around the sun, which was contradicting the doctrines of the church. Today, we're surrounded by more information than we've ever had before. In many respects, we're actually bombarded with information from all different types of sources. Information, propaganda, advertising, marketing material, and just loads and loads of stuff. In such an environment, it becomes really important for you to take the time to discern, to question, to challenge what you're seeing, what you're hearing, and what you're reading. And that's because when you scratch beneath the surface, often what is being put out there may be more to it than meets the eye. And when we're certain that we're right, that means we're closing ourselves off to opinions and to ideas and to exploring alternatives. So what's the antidote to certainty? It's being curious, and it's asking questions, lots and lots of questions. And it's not just asking a question to get the answer that we want, but it's asking questions so that we are genuinely seeking out new ideas, that even though it might feel uncomfortable, that we're open to having our ideas, our assumptions, our beliefs challenged. It's also recognizing that our beliefs are our beliefs, and that doesn't make the beliefs of somebody else incorrect or wrong. But we're willing to reflect on what we're hearing and what we're seeing. We're willing to challenge our assumptions. We're also willing to check our understanding, to ask questions to clarify that. Now, much of this is about tapping into that natural curiosity that we all had as children. But as we get older, that natural curiosity can wane, and we start to become very fixed on our ideas and our opinions. But when we're fixed and when we're closed off, we stop learning. And as I've said before, when you stop learning, you're one step closer to obsolescence. Now, Brian Cox, who I think is awesome, Brian Cox is the Advanced Fellow in Particle Physics at the University of Manchester, and he said, now I need to read this because it's a very long quote, but it's a good quote, so it's worth listening to. Being dogmatic is not a positive attribute. Being certain about things is actually not a positive thing. And so I think somehow our societies have got into this position where people feel that certainty and strength and this kind of I make decisions, that's a trait to be valued. So when you think about it, it's good to make decisions. We all have to make decisions. It's good to have ideas. It's good to have beliefs. But it's also good to question yourself. And it's also good to, on occasions, not be too rigid and too certain. Because if you want to make better decisions, both in your work life and in your home life, it starts with questioning what's around you. abandoning the assumptions, embracing the power of curiosity. And when you embrace the power of curiosity, what you find is you're going to explore and discern rather than assume and accept that you know everything. That's it. A lot to think about this week, and I'll see you next week. Take care.